Hey everybody, here's another great question that came to Ask Winnie King, MD. The question is, what's the difference in a healing process for an athlete versus a normal person? Well, first of all, I think athletes would beg to question whether or not they're considered normal too, but I get your question. I understand what you're saying. The reality is that the healing process is really the same for someone who is extremely athletic or someone who is not athletic. The question really becomes what is needed when it comes to an athlete, because when you're talking about a professional athlete, they often need to get back to their sport very quickly, and so they may avail themselves of different modalities to increase the speeding of their healing that a person who's not an athlete might not have access to. There may be some physical rehab things that they would be doing that are designed to sort of speed up the healing process, where you and I may not have access to that. But the actual process of healing is essentially the same. It's just that we tend to maybe take a little bit longer with our healing, only because we're not needing to get back out on the baseball field or back on the football field so that we can play our sport, which is our livelihood, and so we don't have that kind of a pressure. And unfortunately, I know that I know several athletes that have suffered as a result of that, because they've gone back too soon, because their injury was not fully healed when they were called upon to resume their sport. So if anything, being a normal person gives you an opportunity to let the natural healing process occur. There are a lot of things that can be done. If you have an injury, you should speak to a sports rehab orthopedic surgeon, about your injury. I find that a lot of people, especially when it comes to like ankle sprains, they'll just say, oh, I've got a sprained ankle, and they'll just let it go. And they'll find that it goes on for weeks and weeks and weeks because they underestimate the severity of the sprain. And remember that when it comes to like an ankle sprain or a knee injury, you're walking on those structures. And so you're putting more pressure on them, and that's impeding the healing process. So sometimes it's necessary to go on crutches to just give that joint a chance to heal, so that the healing process isn't extended. But this is a great question. For the most part, though, we're all humans and we heal in the same way, but there are some unique modalities that are available to professional athletes that might help speed up the healing process for them.